with Andy Woodman post-match, Bromley 2, Harrogate 0. Andy, how do you reflect on that? Bit of a... In fact, just what's your reflections, in fact?
Well, before you start doing all those faces, Mash, I just remind you we're fresh in the league, so that's a win against a team that's been in the league a little bit longer than us. So
Yeah.
I'll take any win any way we're going to get it. We've played much better than that. I think we're both agreed on that, but we've lost. So for me, that's effective winning football. We weren't great first half and we went in 2-0, and I'll buy that all day long. Bit of quality in the wide areas, and then obviously Cheeky and Jude finishing off. Exactly job done, in my opinion. Second half, I thought we was really professional, workmanlike, and we managed the game perfectly. I don't think they had a shot second half on target. I might be wrong. But I was really chuffed of how we dealt with that game, because it's a tricky game, and I know everyone on paper thinks it should be an easy win for us. I have to remind everybody that we are the new boys in this league, so there's no such game that's easy, in my opinion. Harrogate, Carlisle, whoever's down the bottom, there is no game that's easy.
I'm glad you mentioned the second half, because a couple of weeks ago you said to me that, I can't remember which team it was, but you said if I was in that position I would have done the same. And I thought the second half you basically shut the game down and made sure that Harrogate couldn't get any kind of foothold in the game. Was that the kind of instructions at half time?
Not really, it was just about game management. I wanted us to go and get a third, to be honest. But equally, I wanted to make sure that we managed the game better than we have done previously. And I just sort of, just spoke to someone else in there. I watched Liverpool versus Wolves the other week at the highest level. An easy game apparently on paper. Liverpool were 2-0 up. Wolves scored at the end, and then it was panic stations, and it happens at all levels. And I think we shouldn't get we should lose our focus on that. Happens at all levels. Just because it happens here, we all think it's bad game management, but we have got better at it, and I'm chuffed of how we've seen that game out, because in my opinion that is a tricky game for many reasons.
We'll focus on the clean sheets. Literally 3 weeks ago you said we need clean sheets. You've said it, you've said it often over the 4 years you've been here, that get back to basics, get the clean sheets, the rest will come. What's changed though off the pitch off the pitch in training to get that focus back on clean sheets?
I think just the focus. I think you've hit the nail on the head. Our focus has been, we went for a little period where I was walking in Broomfields after or upstairs and I said, blimey, played some great stuff and we lost. And I don't want to play great stuff and keep losing or keep drawing or not getting the results. So it was a case of, let's just be completely solid. Let's not give any stupid goals away. There's been many games we've given stupid goals away, and then all of a sudden we're chasing the game and teams don't let us do anything. So it's a case of build your way into the game. There was a little bit of a breeze here today as well down the pitch, and that always makes it a bit tricky. But look, overall I was delighted with that result.
You handed the debut to McCurdy today. How do you feel he got on?
Excellent. I thought he was excellent. I thought he saw his quality. If he'd have put that ball in the back of the net, would have been saying that was Messi like. It was brilliant. I'm delighted to have Harry here. He's a real good character. I like everything about him, and let's be honest, what he done there, that little moment. Forget he done other stuff, by the way, but that's what as a fan you want to see. That gets you off your seat, doesn't it? And if he keeps putting performances in like that, he can be a real threat for us.
Final one. It'll look like it's a negative. I don't mean it as a negative.
I think it's going to be a negative then. If you start teeing I've known you 4 years as well. If you start teeing questions up like that, this is going to be a negative.
Okay, here we go. I was looking across at you from the pitch in the first half hour, and at one point you had your hat off. I think you were frustrated. A couple of misplaced passes, etc.
Yeah.
But then they worked their way through it. So was it a case of, were you thinking at that point, let's get to half time because I've got to have a few tweaks, or did you feel they managed to get through that sticky spell?
No, they didn't actually. But what you've got to realise is, I work with these boys every day, and I see them do keep ball sessions, passing drills. The fans must sometimes come in and think, do they do any work? We work. And I see the level of training we do some days. It's brilliant. Tight spaces playing. We get out here and sometimes we go away from it. We do our own thing. And I just wanted to remind the guys, look, you're a good players. You're a good team. But you're only good if you move the ball efficiently, quickly, and don't take too many touches. And that was really what it was, the message. That's my frustration. That sometimes they just let themselves down on the detail. And it's the detail that's going to be the difference.
Well, you're up to 10th now. I'm going to ask you.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to make playoffs. I'll make a statement. People might think that's brash. That might be, overconfident. What's the point of me standing there saying, no, we're just happy to be here? No, we're going to try and make the playoffs. And we've got some big games coming up, and we might lose all of them. But my focus is the same focus exactly 1 year ago to the day. I stood here before a game with my team and said, if we win today, we'll make the playoffs. And it was Chesterfield at home when we won 4-3. And I said that to them today, a year to the day it is. And I said today, you have to win today if you are serious about getting in these playoffs. Look, I have to speak like that because that's where we want to be. I don't want the season finishing on the last game. I want to go right in amongst it. And we're not playing from a level playing field with all the other clubs and all the riches they've got. But we've got a good, honest bunch of players here, and I'd be proud as punch to be a Bromley fan of this football club.
Cheers, Andy. Thank you.